Hello there, fellow off-gridders. I just wanted to go through a little problem solving I had to do on my Nissan Leaf batteries. Basically, I went away from the holidays and I came back and the voltage on the batteries went way below the minimum. Went down to 41 volts, and the minimum on the BMS, I think it's about 45 or 46, and the normal range is between 48 and 58. So I got back to a situation where there's nothing at all on. Everything was totally dead. And because the BMS wasn't on, it wouldn't allow any charge into the battery banks. So what I had to do is force some current in without using the BMS at all. And what I thought I would do is use the solar panel and the midnight to provide just a small amount of voltage onto the terminals. So what I did is at the time I had the issue, I had all of these battery disconnects off, and so I turned on the power from the photovoltaic and then from the charge controller to the batteries, so that puts power onto the bus bar from the solar panels. And then I turned on just number one by itself. Everything else was off, and I shut the inverter completely off, so I didn't have power going out to the inverter and making a mess that way. And what I did is this lead, so there's individual leads off of the DC bus bar that feed each battery. So I just disconnected this lead feeding the BMS on this bank, and I reconnected up another Anderson connector off of that. I'll just leave that there for demonstration purposes. And then I just hooked up the negative to the negative side and the positive to the positive side. That's obviously very important in this case. If you get that wrong, you'll probably have some bad consequences. And just held it on there with the power coming in off the solar panels. It was actually at about 200 watts, which was, I don't know, 10 or 12 amps onto this each module, or onto the battery pack, and it allowed kind of a slow way to just leak some voltage back into the packs without really shocking it. The battery pack was sitting at about -5 degrees Celsius. It's about -15 out, and so in the shed it's a little bit warmer, and just a slow way to slowly leak some power back into the pack, get the things up so that the BMS could then be activated. So once I had one on, then what I did is I just went back to the panel and turned on the second one. So I had 1 and 2 on, and then I fed, same situation here, just putting the terminals on, charged this one up ever so slowly till I got to like 46, 47 volts. And then because they're both connected together, then I had indication that the BMS was working on the top too. And at that point, then I just reconnected my feed, which was this piece here, just disconnected that, reconnected this back in, which then had everything connected back to the bus bar, at which point then I could turn on the rest of them, because they would back feed onto each BMS, allowing it to receive a charge. So that was kind of a backdoor way of getting kind of bootstrapping these batteries when they get below their nominal voltage and the BMS kicks off. So hope that was helpful to somebody. Be sure to like and subscribe. There's always great content coming onto this channel.